And check out our underwear line, Nyrdcast underwear.
Nyrdcast banana hammocks.
Nobody cups your balls like Nyrdcast.
Wear them backwards for the best time.
And we've got giant over-the-boulder shoulder holders from Lori. The Lori collection.
I heard that.
Okay, here we go.
Ready? I was waiting for the throat.
You gotta make
clear.
eye contact with me?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Look at my eyes.
He's gonna look at you and go.
Look at my eyes. Okay. Welcome to episode 100 of the Nyrdcast podcast, not your regular dialogue. I go by the name of Toner, and we are coming to you live / pre-recorded from the Watchtower. Let's go around the table and introduce everyone. We got Big J.
Hey.
Joe Dust.
My watch is ended.
Poor man's Matt.
Fun fact, I won't be saying cunt as much as last episode. You twats.
And Sound Guy Steve.
Hello.
Woo!
Music.
I don't know why I just did that.
If you love me, don't care if you don't. I don't really care anymore. I gave you everything. I don't care if you come, don't care if you go. I don't really care.
All right. At this point of our show, we'd like to recognize our unofficial beer sponsor. So I will turn to our official beer snob, Big J, to let us know who we are drinking today.
All right, we've got New Holland Brewing's Dragon's Milk. It is 11% ABV.
Not for pussies.
No,
It's 100% hitting my dick right now.
Beer Advocate score of 4.04 out of 5.
Wow.
That is pretty good.
Yeah.
Damn.
Not too shabby and knock you on your ass.
They will. I was
What's
telling
the alcohol? Sorry.
11%.
Ooh, yeah, okay. I can
Yeah.
see that.
when we were off the air, so to speak. Yeah, I did air quotes because, it's
Because
whatever.
everyone can see it.
Everyone
There
can
you
see
see.
it,
Yep. Sorry.
There's a couple 4th of Julys ago. I started out the night with Dragon's Milk. Safe to say, I don't remember the night.
Yeah.
You
It's
usually
a-
finish the night also
yeah, it
with
was just-
Dragon's Milk.
yeah, pretty much.
I really like Space Dust. You know, that IPA.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like 8% too, and you don't really think about it until you have a few and you're like, oh, wow, why are my clothes off right now? My dad's like, I don't fucking know. We're trying to watch football.
Now get out of church.
Oh, God. Yeah, we probably have like a topic or something to talk about, I'm assuming, right?
Yeah, let's start with, well, since we just watched it, Sonic the Hedgehog trailer.
Oh, wow. Hollywood. I got to let you know, bud. Somebody's getting fired.
Oh,
Seriously.
easily.
Yeah. You know,
Easily.
seriously, go watch the Sonic the Hedgehog trailer. Terrible music selection, terrible CGI, terrible storyline, terrible casting, terrible editing. It's going to do pretty well at the box office, I think.
Well, Michelle Pfeiffer looked weird in blue. For a Gangster's Paradise. And
Oh,
You know.
yeah.
So we got,
for a sequel
Top-
to that inner
topical
city
music.
school movie.
in case you didn't know Sonic the Hedgehog, he was born in the ghetto, apparently, in the Sega Genesis era.
In the ghetto.
And sold a lot of crack and crank and whatever.
In
We have
fact, he had that Coolio hairstyle for a while.
Yes, he did have the Coolio hairstyle.
He did.
The choice of, for whatever reason, they used Gangsta's Paradise from the Dangerous Mind soundtrack.
20 years too late.
Yeah, made famous by Coolio before he
Can
fell
we
off.
agree that was probably cheap to use that song?
It could be,
Because
yeah.
Coolio's probably hard up for money right
Right.
now. He goes, $2,000, it's yours.
Yeah.
It's like, all right.
All right. I'm like, okay. It was just,
And last I knew of Coolio, he was he was like wrestling with ICP and shit, or he was on tour with them or something. Like he's
He
kind
was
of.
on tour wrestling with them.
Didn't he come?
That actually probably is true.
Didn't he come through last summer as part of that like hip hop?
The flashback hip hop
Yeah,
concert. Yeah.
where they all played their one hit and then
Yep.
Oh wow,
yeah,
It was him and
that'd be kind of cool.
like Tone
Vanilla
Loc
Ice
and
and Tone Loc.
yeah,
because Coolio had a couple of songs. I mean, but Gangsta's Paradise was the one that's, made him
The
huge.
Fantastic
But
Voyage.
yeah,
Fantastic
Fantastic
Voyage.
Voyage.
That was a
See
good
you
one.
when you get
Because
there.
Tony had that on tape, if I remember. That's how I found out about
Oh,
Coolio.
yeah?
You had the Fantastic Voyage.
1, 2,
That's
3,
how old
4,
I
Get
am.
your booty on
we
the
had,
floor.
we had
Yeah.
fucking cassettes back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
These millennials don't know what we're talking about.
No.
They've
How
seen
do
him
I-
in Guardians of the
How do I
Galaxy.
stream that? Do you like? How many likes does that video have?
I think he had a cameo in Men in Black. When they're like, here's all the weird.
Oh
heroes
yeah,
that are
yeah,
in
you're right.
this.
so.
Coolio.
He was
wasn't
right before
even-
Michael Jackson and right after Martha Stewart.
Two rapists.
Oh.
Yeah, what she did to Snoop Dogg was horrible.
It's not right.
Yeah, so if you're looking for if you want 3 minutes of your life you're never going to get back or whatever it is, you can watch this god-awful.
And so the directors come out and said they're going to redo all the CGI with Sonic in it because of how he looks.
They need to redo the entire movie.
They're
Jim
going to make him
Car-
look like Pikachu.
Yeah. If 90% of the movie is Jim Carrey, it's going to be horrible. Like, his character was so bad in those previews.
Oh, yeah, it's just, I don't know what, I guess you're hoping to cater to like the kids who just don't give a shit about film.
The talking to somebody and cutting them off wasn't even funny in Austin Powers when they first did it, so...
True. I'm still waiting on my goddamn Fire Marshal Bill movie.
Let me show you something.
I'd rather watch that than Sonic the fucking Hedgehog. My God.
Ooh.
In Living Color reunion.
Yeah, they could do something special like
That
burn
would be
down
cool.
Notre Dame.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's supposed to be happening.
Too soon. What's that?
We
Burning
will
down the
rebuild
Cathedral of
it.
Notre Dame? Or,
that already happened.
yeah.
They did rebuild
No.
Notre Dame
You're
already.
a day
It's
late in a
mosque.
cathedral short.
Yeah.
Into a mosque.
They
Is that-
rebuilt it into a mosque already.
Oh, nice.
Found a priest touching an altar boy. There you go. No,
Wasn't that a Motley Crue album?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
You mean the best Motley Crue album?
Available on iTunes.
Smell the glove.
Nikki 666.
Was it girls, girls, girls? So they're gonna be like boys, boys, boys. Yeah. Oh fuck! I don't. Never mind.
I don't-
No, the In
Doesn't
Living
have his
Color
phone connected.
reunion. That was like.
They're
I
looking.
think it got
in the
shot
works.
down, though. They were going to do a summer thing like 2 years ago.
Oh, I thought it was this
They're
year.
supposed to be a summer series.
Oh.
But
Huh.
Keenan Ivory Wayans doesn't have the pull he had 20 years ago
No. He
when
does
Scary Movie was still going on.
not. Yeah. In Blank Man. No, it's a
Oh.
different.
No.
No, Blank Man was...
Blank Man was
Yeah.
Was
Damon Wayans.
Damon
That was
right.
Damon, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
White girls.
G5! Yeah,
Oh.
White
Zero.
Girls. I had, or I probably still have it on CD somewhere. I have the Blank Man soundtrack.
Nice. Does anyone else remember I'm Going to Get You, Sucker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
And weren't they Don't Be a Menace?
Yeah, Don't
Yes.
Be a Menace.
To
South Central
while
without
drinking your juice in the hood.
I
I'm gonna
just
get
remember
you-
that scene where there's a sex scene. You can't see him, and you just hear him pulling out. And you hear,
Oh.
that's the wrong hole, fool. That's like the one thing I really remember. About that.
Ashtray. You been wearing them Jimmy hats like Grandma bought you?
I remember that one guy who always would ask for something. Like, no, man. He's like, I'll suck your
Yeah,
dick.
I'll suck your
I got
dick.
these cheeseburgers, man.
So he walks up to, was it Marlon Wayans? Is that the?
Yeah.
And-
Sean was the not ugly one.
Okay, yeah. So
Yeah, that's pretty much accurate.
I remember in Don't Be a Menace or whatever, he walks up to Marlon Wayans asking for something. And he's like, no. He's like, I'll suck your dick.
Oh, he wants some directions. He's like, yeah, you go down the corner, make a left.
Well, he's like, I'll suck your dick. He's like, what'd you just say? And all of a sudden they come back and he's zipping up his pants. He's like, all right, you want to go there? Oh, Jesus.
Wow, you can tell you guys are brothers.
Mm.
They both. Jesus.
We're programmed. Okay.
All right, so I think Joe's got a hockey story for us.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Hockey.
The playoffs are on.
This is more of Stephen Craig's Hockey League story. Because you don't know what I'm going to say. He's like,
What do you mean, when I play with your dad and Andy?
Yes.
Or? Oh,
yes.
okay.
So two of my cousins, well, they're like my cousin-in-laws. They joined the league. And we were, I think this was Thanksgiving or Christmas. I'm at my uncle's house. They go, yeah, man. They go, the league's pretty fun. They go, there's this fucking goalie, though. I don't know what the hell is his deal. And I go, why? They go, everyone's just kind of out there skating around, doing their thing. And, we're all done. It's a 2-hour just shit league. We're playing, it's not even a league. It's just a, 2-hour skate around. And they go, this guy just comes in with his goalie mask and says, fuck! And just throws it against the wall. And I go, oh, that's Steve. So they go, yeah, what is it? I go, I don't know. I guess he just takes it really seriously. They're like, why? I don't know. But that was they go, we don't know. They go, they're like taking their pads off in the locker room. And they said, you walked in, you're like, motherfucker. And you just take your mask and throw it against a wall.
Wait, Steve was frustrated about something?
Yeah, I'm assuming it was the 27 goals he let in. But that was
That's probably right.
That was their first impression, though. They're like, I don't know who he is. And I was like, he's on a podcast. I didn't even have to guess. I go, that sounds like Steve. But you know, everyone's talking like, "Oh, that was good times, huh?" One guy comes out of nowhere like, "Motherfucker!" Steve has rage.
Taking the league a little too seriously.
I guess so.
Huh.
It's not even a league. My dad plays in it.
Pickup. So it's just some pickup hockey.
Pretty
shit?
much.
Yeah, it's pickup hockey.
Hmm.
Steve wants to kill a motherfucker.
Yeah. Here on ESPN 8 The Ocho, some random street hockey shit.
But that was what I was going to tell you, Steve. I forgot about that. That was our first impression of you.
Oh, good for them.
Yeah.
It's like I've broken a lot of equipment.
So my first impression of Steve, we were in a basement with a stolen phone.
Uh-huh.
This sounds like the movie Taken.
What?
No,
Oh, shit.
we were drinking a lot. but-
Oh, that's the one that Tony says he didn't have sex with the chick in the bathroom or something like that at the house.
That-
yes, at that house.
I think Steve
Yes.
just revealed all the
Yes.
info.
Well, that same.
I
that
don't think
same
it was
house,
the same.
but a
Yeah, different night.
Yeah, different night.
That was a Halloween party. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But I'm pretty sure I didn't have relations with that woman.
Oh, you did.
Pretty sure.
Yo.
Thanks, Bill Clinton.
That's what I was I am pretty sure I didn't ejaculate
Show us on the dollar where the cigar touched her.
where the cigar touched you.
Usually I kind of remember that, and I'm pretty sure that didn't happen. But I don't know. All right, sorry. Go ahead.
So, I don't. Was it you that performed the Batwing?
It was the goat.
God.
The goat.
Steve
Yeah.
performed the goat.
No.
I just watched that movie.
Yeah.
Oh.
And we had a buddy that took the picture, and like we all turned
Yeah.
around because we're like, we're not gonna watch this. And we hear the guy taking the picture, start going, and we set it as our lock screen.
Oh yeah, we stole,
nice.
stole the phone. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Steve does the goat.
Do I know
What?
this person that you're talking about or no?
Probably not.
No,
Do
no.
you guys know the person that you're talking
Yeah.
about?
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
That's funny.
Well, that was like the third time she'd left the phone down in the basement with us.
Oh.
So
yeah.
every time it got progressively worse.
Yeah. It's-
And this was probably before the era of where you have to have your fingerprints or some
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, anybody could.
It was
yeah.
it was the flip phone.
Oh,
it was
yeah,
all
it's
you
even
flip
better.
that, or it's just like
Oh, yeah, this is like
It-
07 or 08, and maybe it was way back when.
Yeah, it was before I had kids. So
Before
So
Steve had
Steve,
pubes.
you did the Batwing?
No, the goat.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So you had full on butthole and everything.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Woo.
They're like, we got to do it. I'm like, all right.
Well, like somebody brings it up as like a joke, like somebody should do the goat. And nobody in the right mind's gonna do it. So of course,
And he goes like,
Well,
I'll do it.
Speaking of the goat,
And that was a problem. Everybody else is shit faced. I'm like, okay.
wait, should we
But it
explain
was-
what the goat is real
it was
quick?
Justin that took
I
the
have
picture though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's like,
Justin. Yeah.
I have a that guy is also my sister-in-law's manager now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So-
So
Do you want me to look it up on an Urban Dictionary so you can read it?
Oh, God.
well, I mean,
Well, it's from the
if,
movie
if you've
Waiting.
watched Waiting, the
Well-
goat. If you're, I mean, I guess females could do it, but
No,
if you're a dude, I mean, you could. It's really just gonna turn me on though. But so if you're a guy, well,
was
the
gonna say,
guy's
that's the
still
only
gonna
thing I
turn
look
me
up.
on.
What are you talking
No.
about?
I'm pretty sure a
If you're a
goat.
guy, you stuff all of your genitals between your legs and bend over, and from behind. That's just called the goat, and that's something in Waiting where they try to get each other to look at it unassumingly. So if you mentioned the goat, I have a story. Which I probably shouldn't say it, but it's about my dad. And, my dad used to think it was funny to hide when people would get home and scare him, and then pretty soon he'd just try to do weird shit when you get home. But pretty soon, nobody was living there but my brother and my mom. So this was back when my mom was not retired yet, and she would carpool with people. And so
Oh no.
my brother knew my dad was hiding because my dad wasn't always the smartest one, and he'd open the door and he'd hear like, doo, 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 and he'd be running. My brother's like, fuck, my dad's like running somewhere to hide, because he'd hear like the garage door or something. So my mom's coming home one day, and my dad didn't know she was carpooling. My dad at the front door bends over and has the goat ready. He's in position.
Oh, no.
And my mom, I guess something in her brain triggered, and she goes, all right, well, that was a good carpool. And she's like saying stuff, and I guess my dad pulled his pants up, and she hears like, so my dad had to run away. She didn't know why, and later my dad's like, oh God, I was trying to give you the goat at the front door. So my dad was probably seconds away from having multiple elementary teachers just seeing his butthole and genitalia.
And that's the story of how his mom stopped carpooling.
Yeah.
And got on a list.
Exactly. Yeah. He still does that shit.
Oh man.
Is he allowed around elementary schools?
Yeah,
How the kids in the car react?
Yeah, really. Well, he has to tone it down now because I have nieces and stuff. But yeah, back in the day, he doesn't care about being naked. I'll tell you that much. My dad embraces the dad bod, and he's of the mindset where like, well, you're in my house. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and walk around naked.
You know what? That's what you get for being the son of Anthony Weiner.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
Sorry, Carlos Danger.
Yeah, Carlos Danger. I guess they have the AC turned up really high in that house too.
So we're coming into summer movie season.
We are.
What are you looking forward to coming out?
Well, I've already seen Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Yeah, obviously. Dark Phoenix looks legit.
Oh, yes.
See, I'm not looking forward to it.
Really?
Yeah, everything I've seen in the previews just makes me feel like it's going to be apocalypse level bad.
Scream's Last Standing, maybe, or Last Stand.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No.
I haven't seen. I mean, they haven't made anything. Well, other than I guess Origins Wolverine, they haven't done that. An X-Men Last Stand bad, really.
That's fair.
Apocalypse is pretty close.
Yeah, for
Parts of that are okay. Caliban was cool.
Yeah.
Did you just say the Taliban is cool?
yeah, that's what I heard.
Let me repeat that.
Yeah.
The Taliban is cool.
I told you guys said that.
I don't know. I can't get.
You guys aren't looking forward to Aladdin?
God. Oh,
No, I'm good on that.
no.
No.
Oh, I'll
just
tell you
read it.
what.
Mhm.
Oh wait, no, that's not summer though.
How about Brightburn?
yeah,
Anybody?
yeah. That looks legit.
How about The Lion King?
Oh, that's horrible. How can you call that live action?
Ooh,
Yeah.
Toy Story 4, which is apparently they said is extremely sad at the end. Again, I don't know.
They're all
why.
fucking.
Yeah.
What do
that-
they all light themselves on fire or something?
That'd be pretty cool.
Or do they all go to Notre Dame?
I got a hunch they don't.
Oh, like the Hunchback. I get it.
Have y'all seen the trailer for The Dead Don't Die?
I was just looking.
Is that with Bill Murray in? I
It's
haven't.
Bill Murray.
I haven't seen
it's
it yet.
a Jim
No.
Jarmusch parody of zombie movies. It's
No,
got
I'd say
Kylo
that.
Ren and
Yeah.
Bill,
Bill
Murray.
Murray.
Yeah, that looks good.
That looks really good. It's got Iggy Pop as a zombie.
Oh, what about Godzilla, King of the Monsters?
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to see that too.
Well, it's coming out in fall, but the previews for Gemini Man with Will Smith looks kind of cool.
See,
I like
to me,
that.
that strikes me as like, okay, I did a movie with my son, and
Hmm.
that movie flopped. My son must be the weak link.
Yeah.
Let's put a younger me in there.
Yeah.
I'd rather have a younger Will Smith than fucking Jaden Smith.
I'd rather have Jazzy Jeff in there.
What about John Wick 3?
Oh, I'm all over.
They're,
John Wick
they're
3.
missed an opportunity there.
DJ Jazzy Jeff and young Will Smith.
Oh yeah.
The John Wick shit's good. I'm assuming this is going to be.
And they got a
Still-
new Men in Black too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I give
with,
zero. I don't know. I give zero fucks about Men in
I
Black.
I really hate them.
Thor and
remaking this
Valkyrie.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
But-
amazing how many remakes are just like if you look at summer movies. It's
Yeah.
just like
Remakes
Lion
or
King,
sequels.
Yeah, Toy Story, Aladdin, the top 3 so far. I'm like, good lord, man, what year is it?
There's another
Rocket.
Shaft sequel coming out.
Yeah.
10 years after.
Are you fucking
20
kidding?
years after the last one? Yeah.
And it's
With Samuel L. Jackson in it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Darker and longer Shaft.
And, and Richard Roundtree.
Yeah.
And
There's
I think-
3 generations of Shafts in it.
Oh
Is
shit.
the guy playing the new Shaft the guy from Black Panther?
Chadwick Boseman?
I want to
Or-
say it is.
Or is
I think
it
it is.
Maybe I'm wrong.
in
but
Bach? Oh, not as.
I know I recognize him from something. But yeah, it's 3 generations of Shaft, basically.
Oh, Method Man's in it. There we
Yes.
go. All right.
Jesse Usher.
Because why not?
He was in Independence Day sequel.
Should have been Michael B. Jordan.
He's in The Boys, which
Oh,
looks
all right.
awesome.
That's going to be rough.
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to pull out the anal scenes.
I do.
I have an idea.
Yeah, he hasn't been in a
It's
lot
the
of
first
stuff.
major release straight on Pornhub.
Yeah. Shit. What else?
Child's Play.
Yeah, Child's Play.
Okay.
With Mark Hamill as the voice of Chucky.
I like Aubrey Plaza too.
He's supposed to be some kind of weird AI in that one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's,
Who is?
it's tied to an app or some
Chucky.
shit.
Oh, Chucky as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's Rocket Man.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
kind of in for that.
Yeah. I am
The,
too.
the Elton John biopic.
Yeah.
Yes.
The dude has chops as far as singing. So
Yeah.
it might be really cool.
Off topic, did you guys like Bohemian Rhapsody or did you see it?
I haven't seen
Didn't
it yet.
see it.
I've got it
Didn't see
sitting
it.
at home. I haven't watched it yet.
I liked it.
I'm good not watching it, I think.
It's pretty good. I like the fact that they remade the entire Live Aid show.
Yeah.
They like tried to be as accurate as they could, and they literally
Yeah.
shot the entire show. So if you watch the extended version, like you could watch the whole thing.
Did you see the cut of it where they're just doing it in a fucking field? Yeah, so they're walking out there. The guys from Queen are out there, and they walk out, and you just see it's just some big long field, and then
That's pretty
they
cool.
CGI'd and it's just like it.
Oh,
well,
that's pretty
Freddie
cool.
used to do it in the field regularly.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, I
with
bet.
guys.
Yes.
Back to anal. But yeah, that movie was good, and people tried to shit on it when it got popular, for Lord knows, but it was entertaining.
Part of that was the director.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
attached to Bryan Singer
Right,
for a while, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And millennials were like, "Why did it win Best Editing?" Because I saw a thing where it was the bad editing, and I'm like, "Shut the fuck up! You probably didn't even see the movie." But
Anybody-
Rocket Man, if it's as good or decent, I'd see that too.
Yeah, it looks
'Cause I
like it will
Elton
be.
John.
Yeah.
Another dick in the butt.
Dun, dun, dun. They actually do have a scene in that movie where he's at a truck stop.
Who?
Freddie Mercury. And he's on a phone, and he like sees this guy getting out of the truck, and the guy getting out of the truck, which I didn't know till later, he's dressed like a truck driver. It's Adam Lambert from American Idol,
Oh.
who like actually tours
He
with
plays
Queen.
with Queen now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it didn't look like him at all. And he's walking to the bathroom. They kind of like lock eyes for a second. I'm like, is Freddie? Am I supposed to think he went in there to? Got to watch those teeth on that dick, though, man. Woo! It's like a beaver going down.
I know. I was about to say, man.
Yeah.
Dude had some chompers.
He did. You have to get over that part in the movie too. His teeth are just huge. But
I mean, that's realistic.
I mean,
though.
it is realistic. You should look up Freddie Mercury as a child. The picture, it's ridiculous.
It's just two front teeth.
His teeth are like half of his face. Yeah, and I'm like, woo. He's like, I'm gonna suck dick with these one day. Man, that's the second straight episode I've done a.
I was
British
like,
accent.
I thought it sounded Australian. to
Oh
me.
yeah, shit, that did. I'm gonna suck dick with these.
That was your Mel Gibson?
Yeah, that's Mel's not sure if he's American or Australian anymore.
I remember the time the episode you were trying to do your Bane, and it came out sounding like Sean Connery.
Everything I always Steve did a good one.
He would have been such a good Bane.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Bolt the door if you're coming in, Jamal Wallace. I didn't write that. Jamal Wallace did. Now, Catherine, let's put these titties to work. That sounded better, didn't it?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Steve, do your Bane.
I can't.
Oh,
I remember when we did Bane off because I
yours
said
was
something real
like,
fucked up.
Something Batman.
I know because we did that because
Bond.
we did that
James Bond.
because Matt at the end of one episode was like,
Shaken,
all right,
not
Bane off,
stabbed.
and we were talking about Gerald Fogel and all the other stuff, and I'm like, why are your pants down, little kid? And I'm like, oh god, why did I say that? It was bad.
Because it's you.
It was
Yeah,
bad,
it's
but I
you.
mean, I didn't care. It's just like
Okay. I thought Steve was going to do his Bane real quick.
I did sort of. I mean,
Yeah. He can't do it when he's on the spot.
Yeah.
no, I usually
He's got to
can.
prepare.
I was trying to think of
gotta
something to
fluff
say. I don't know. I'm trying to think of a line from it because I watched the parody, the parody one of.
The college humor one.
Oh my god! I watched it last night. About pissed
Why don't
myself.
you say, as Bane, suck on these testicles?
Suck on these testicles.
It doesn't even have to be from that movie. You could
Yeah.
just be like, I don't even have a gun, much less multiple guns. That would necessitate a gun rack.
Ooh.
Wayne's World.
Yeah.
Nice.
Cream of some young guy.
Yeah, I can't think of any other summer.
It's Spider-Man, Far From Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, yeah.
The end of Phase 3.
Oh,
So-
okay.
Oh, hey, this one. Yesterday.
Yesterday.
I actually want to see that, too.
Yes,
Huh?
that's
What?
about the guy that, like, the Beatles weren't in existence, and he...
The power goes out for like 5 seconds in the world.
Oh
When it
yeah, my
comes back,
buddy showed me that trailer. Yeah,
Nobody
it's
knows who the Beatles
interesting.
are, but this guy still remembers all their songs. So he passes them all off as his own.
That could be
And
good.
like
Yeah.
he's British, so I have to do the accent again. They're like, "What?" And they go, "Where did you learn that?" He's like, "The Beatles wrote." They're like, "What?" He goes, "It was. I think he was playing yesterday." And he's like, "Yeah, it's like one of the best songs." They go, "No, it's not Coldplay. Fix You." And he's like, And he goes home and Googles all this shit. When he types in Beatles, like actual Beatles pop up. When he types in like John, Paul, Ringo, blah blah blah, Pope John Paul pops up. He's like,
Nice.
"What the fuck?" But it's actually really interesting.
Yeah.
Or it looks funny too.
New Mutants. Any word on that? Anybody
It's
seen
still,
the
it's still
trailer?
listed here, August 2nd. I don't know though.
Oh shit! They
think
pushed it to
that's-
August.
I think that's
Yeah.
gonna be
That's
one of
usually when
those
you release your shit movies. Is
never
August.
released.
That Hobbs and
Well, it was supposed to have been done.
Oh my
last
God!
August.
Really?
Calvin and Hobbes with The Rock.
Hobbs and
Jesus.
Shaw. That's going to be just a testosterone movie.
Oh my God!
There's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Tarantino's.
Haven't seen it.
Oh yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, it's about like Sharon Tate and
Yeah,
Oh, shit.
everything going on in Hollywood at that time.
Did Dylan McKay finish shooting his scenes?
Brad Pitt's in it. Who
Luke
else is
Perry
in
was
it?
supposed to be in it too. I don't know if
Was
he
he?
finished it or not. Or
Tarantino's
think
still in
so.
talks to do a Star Trek.
Yeah,
yeah.
What?
Oh yeah.
yeah. Margot Robbie, Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Pitt, Timothy Olyphant, Al Pacino, Dakota Fanning, Kurt Russell, James Marsden,
Okay.
Luke Perry.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
Luke Perry.
Okay.
So yeah, huge cast.
Shit.
Rest in peace, Luke Perry.
Dora and the Lost City of Gold.
Yeah, I'll pass.
Yeah, my kids don't even want to see that.
Neither
Only
do
if she
mine.
gets killed by booby traps.
Yeah. It Chapter 2.
I'll probably see that.
I didn't see the
I
first
still haven't
one.
seen the first one yet.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
Rambo 5, Lost Blood. That's end of September.
What?
Is that
He's
where he
still
forgets where his
alive.
first blood was?
I guess so.
Because he's too old.
Shit, I found it.
I think I won't go to the theater.
Oh yeah, Jay. I wanted to mention to you guys. What do you think of
Oh,
the new Joker?
Yeah. Yeah, I'll give it a shot.
I'll give it a shot, but I'm not a fan. I hate these movies now that give the bad guy the sympathetic backstory, so you
Exactly.
try to feel bad for him.
Like he's a tortured soul.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. To add
Not
to
just
that,
he's just a psychopath. Just leave it at that.
Yeah.
I don't want any villain movie I can empathize with,
Yeah.
and maybe now is not the right time to have some movie where it's like, oh, poor schlub, average Joe, down on his luck, gets a hold of a handgun, and now he's someone. Because like, maybe we have enough of that in real news.
Like Joker goes to like New Zealand or some shit.
Exactly.
Well, it's like every 3 days in the U.S. is a fucking mass shooting, so it's like,
Or-
Well, and like,
Or a guy in a theater with a Joker mask on.
yeah, the Denver thing was like the guy dressed as the Joker.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Joaquin Phoenix, that dude's legit. So, I mean, from what I've seen in the trailer, it seems like he's,
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
But it also looks like, what was that? Life is Beautiful. Like it almost has that like soft tint to it. And
Yeah.
it's like not soft taint.
Oh,
I'm getting looks. I'm getting looks.
wow.
Hey, taint's on my brain.
Yeah.
You sit next to Joe. It's
But it's
understandable.
just like it has that art house look to it.
Yeah.
Like it's going for some kind of Academy Award or something. And the Joker doesn't need that.
Yeah.
True.
It
It-
needs madness.
It's very over the top artsy looking.
yeah.
Yeah. And I was curious how Todd Phillips was going to do it because we know him from what the Hangover and Old School and comedies.
Well, and the thing I noticed in it was the music. They chose a happy song, like an uplifting, happy song. Whereas, like normally with one of these, you like do some kind of a minor key of a weird version of that song. Instead, it's like, oh no, he's finding himself. He's becoming.
He was
his
walking
true
down the
self.
street and it was, I don't want to wait.
But I think
Steps over the creek.
there's really not there's not like a true Joker origin story though in the comics, right? Isn't there kind of aren't there like a couple different variations?
Yeah, there's not like one set origin
No
story.
true
Well, because
Origin.
is it what's his name?
The-
Alan, not Alan. Shit, the guy who did Watchmen. This fucking name.
Alan Moore?
Yeah, I knew it was Alan something. Because didn't he do one where like the Joker was a comedian or like the guy
Yeah.
was?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So.
And it's fantastic.
okay. So I'm
It's also
wondering-
really dark and demented.
Yeah.
So, well, right. So I guess they're kind of going this like he turned psychotic. I guess is what I'm. I see what you're saying though. Like
They're,
trying to.
they're
he's
just
a-
not showing any of the dark.
right. Yeah.
Then he goes to Walmart and buys a rifle.
Yeah. Or a machete.
Yeah. You need one. I mean, hey,
Yeah.
grass gets high.
Yeah.
True.
Bush gets big.
True.
Steve bringing
Always
it
back
to
to
the pubes.
Arya.
Oh, yeah. Back to Arya. I hope you listeners listened to our last episode. Actually, if you're just listening to this out of the blue, I don't know why.
Tony's shower has been unclogged. You're welcome.
2 fucking years ago. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I didn't even
It's
know
like
that
Donald
really
Trump
happened.
talking about his fucking poll numbers and election victory.
You know, a lot of people have said stuff about your shower.
Ooh. It was trending on Twitter for a bit. Trending on Twitter, hashtag Tony's Pube Chalupa.
Pube Chalupa. I like the band.
Yeah, me too. I like their early stuff.
Commercial fucks. Yeah.
Their first album, Peach Fuzz, is great.
Yeah. They're kind of, well, I liked them when they were a little more indie.
Yeah.
They went mainstream. When they opened for Vampire Weekend that one tour, woof. It's like, we're Pube Chalupa from Portland.
Here's our first single, Raging Bush. Yes.
Oh, man.
How do we follow that?
I don't know.
All right.
Yeah, what's next?
All right. Best decade for pop culture since 1950. Have you looked at anything that, like,
70s.
70s?
70s
So-
was the like evolution of TV.
Yeah. There was a lot of good TV and movies in the 70s.
Brady Bunch.
Yeah,
I mean, when you think about it, the 70s incorporated old classic golden age Hollywood along with new stars, and they were all on the same sets all the time.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time you actually got Hollywood stars in your living room on a regular basis. Game shows were huge.
Oh, Jesus.
70s.
It'd be
Yeah.
like, who?
Fucking Match Game.
Match
Game or
game,
something.
yes.
They'd be like, oh, it's John Wayne.
Yeah.
Like, what
you
the
get
fuck,
John
man?
Wayne and fucking
John Lennon.
Chrissy from the Three's Company on
Yeah.
the same
Yeah,
stage.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
What's happening here? Oh,
Well-
magic. That's what's happening.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because the stars, all they wanted to do was smoke and bang out.
And they were all getting drunk backstage, so it didn't matter.
Yeah, they didn't give a
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Well, because I was thinking about this, like, maybe not so much from a fashion standpoint, like the 80s, and I feel like the 80s and 90s are really good as far as music goes, too. I feel like for me, I'm a 90s, you know,
Ace of Base.
What?
yeah, 90s were huge, but I feel like the
You are.
90s, like as far as music went, I mean, I fucking hate country, but even country had like legit
Garth
Yeah.
Brooks.
stars and shit.
Garth
like,
Brooks just came out of nowhere, roping the wind.
Oh, no. Waylon Jennings, Chris Christopherson.
Martina McBride.
No.
This is
Merle
the 90s?
Haggard. Oh, 90s. I thought you
Yeah.
were still
Yeah.
back in the
Yeah.
70s. Sorry. I missed the era of what you're talking
He's
about.
talking new
Jesus.
country.
I'm like, how high-
Shania.
Yeah.
Oh,
Shania
yeah,
Twain.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Tim,
Shania.
yeah, when
Big.
Tim McGraw was coming in
Shania,
there, Garth
a
Brooks.
Canadian country.
Just like Amy Grant, who was also big in the 90s.
Yeah, man.
but I mean, just alternative rock. You're fucking Nirvana,
Yeah.
Pearl Jam, Soundgarden. Of course, rap was fucking like feel like I dominated the 90s. Just
Yeah.
those are the stations I have pre-programmed on Sirius XM. A lot of those, like Lithium and Hip
Turbo
Hop,
and
well, oh shit, what's
Shady
the-
45.
Rock the Bells.
Rock the
That's
Bells,
the
yeah.
old
Yeah.
school hip hop
Yeah.
one. Yeah, those are some of my faves. Except I will say Lithium. Holy shit,
Yes.
it's just. I mean, they play like 3 bands though. Nirvana, Stone Temple Pilots, and Soundgarden. You can turn it on at any point in the day. You're almost always going to hear those bands.
Dude, I see Toadies on there,
I do
Possum
too,
Kingdom, all the time. I mean, that is just.
Maybe I'm just.
There's shit I see there, like a fucking Asha. It's like, wow, man.
I don't know who the fuck that.
Something on the 45.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket full of Asher. on
Pocket
there.
or Asha on the
Brimful
45.
of Asha.
Brimful of Asha. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just like these ones is like, holy fuck, man. Talk about one hit wonders. Like,
Still a good station though.
no, it is.
And then you get the new Radicals. You gotta get what you get.
Yeah, there's some stuff they play on
Or
there.
maybe
it's like,
that's pop rock.
Wow.
See, I'm getting my Sirius XM.
No, it's on there. They play some
Yeah.
shit on Lithium. Like, why?
Why do I have pop rocks? Fuck you.
Yeah.
I can do whatever I want.
So I
I
just,
feel like
I
they-
just put it on deep cuts and just go.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there was just a lot of stars back then, and the quality was
Are
good.
we talking what, 90s?
Yeah, still the 90s. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you get in the movies, then that's when Tarantino started. That's when
Yeah.
Kevin Smith
Well,
started.
Jurassic Park changed the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to
Yeah.
know something cool about Quentin Tarantino? So, fun fact, I like Golden Girls, the show.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. So Quentin Tarantino was in the background on one of their episodes.
Mhm.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
He was a bellhop. Or no, he was an Elvis impersonator.
Elvis.
Yeah.
They had like a dozen Elvis impersonators. There was one guy dancing. I go, holy shit! And I looked it up. It was Quentin Tarantino. He's like really young, dressed as Elvis. They had Mario Lopez, I think, was on one of
Yeah.
them. He was really young.
No shit.
Yeah, that show was
Don
awesome.
Cheadle was on their spinoff.
Oh yeah,
Empty Nest.
Golden Palace.
Golden
Oh,
Palace.
He was
yeah.
he was the front door
Yep.
or front
yep.
desk guy
I was gonna say
at
like
their
bellhop or
hotel.
something. Yep. Yeah, man. show had some people, but the weirdest was when I was like, that's Quentin Tarantino.
Mhm.
Like, you can't mistake that guy.
Yeah.
It was going crazy.
That show, man, still holds up.
Oh, fuck yeah, that show's hilarious.
Oh fuck! Oh, dude, I love Sophia. Holy shit!
Sophia Petrillo is my
Oh
fucking
God.
Patronus.
That she's.
And a new generation of people learned about him from Deadpool.
True.
Oh yeah, he
Yeah.
was yeah.
Because he's in love with B. Arthur.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
He
Okay,
paid.
and he wore a B. Arthur shirt in the movie. They went to her family and made a donation to a charity, so they could use her likeness.
The ASPCA.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What was I going
For
to say, too?
$15,000.
Fuck, is
Yeah.
Betty White the only one still alive? How
Yeah.
long?
Yes.
They're all
Damn.
dead. And she's, what, 96 or 97 or 98?
Something like that.
I
Something
just
like that,
saw
yeah.
it the other day.
Still a hottie.
Oh, yeah, she's still alive. I was going to say the 90s,
I would
too.
ruin that Grey Garden.
Grey Garden, that was one of the places they had to defend in Game of Thrones, I think.
Was it?
Why'd that
They
make
were
me laugh?
defending.
We've got to defend Grey Garden!
Defend Betty White's vagina.
It's a little drier than it used to be.
The wall's fallen.
Really, nobody's been here in a long time, but
The hip's broken.
hold.
Jesus.
I was gonna say the 90s, and really any decade before that, I guess too. Before social media, really everything before that, it was really cool. Somebody posted, I think, it was probably Twitter, and they said they have all these pictures of these young celebrities at parties together. Now you see it all the time. If name any young celebrity, and they're like on Instagram or wherever, like the Kylie Jenner,
Or Justin
whatever.
Bieber.
Justin Bieber, you know, and then like back then they're like, oh yeah, heroes like Heath Ledger and all these people at like this club in L.A. And you know it was like somebody's cheap.
Here's
like,
River Phoenix passed out in the gutter.
yeah, here's River Phoenix on the sidewalk. He hasn't moved for 3 hours. I don't know why. But it was like those are like really weird and rare that you didn't see that shit. Now you just see it every day and you're used to it. But you're like, oh my god, that's Leonardo DiCaprio when he was like 17 years old. And
On Growing Pains.
yeah,
Pre-Pussy Patrol.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now he just. You know what is funny about Leo? I heard a thing on The Point the other day. He's apparently has one of the smallest penises in Hollywood of actors that get around. Guess what? He's still banging supermodels.
Jesus, yeah, no shit.
Yeah. So basically, if I were famous, I'd be Leonardo DiCaprio.
If you had money.
Right.
Yeah, well, right.
So he's the not so great Gatsby.
Yes.
Seriously, the guy just walked into like a fucking Victoria's Secret catalog and like, yeah, I want that one.
That
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
pretty
not the
much.
outfit, the bitch wearing it. And like, okay, cool.
It's like he has a cheat code on Grand Theft Auto, and he can buy whatever he
Right,
wants.
yeah.
With him, it's just up, down, up, down.
Yes, like having sex.
I get it.
That's another thing from the 90s, too. That was the beginning of PlayStation and all
Oh,
these
yeah.
next generation
Yeah,
game
yeah.
systems.
Because it just seems like now, like, there's no real or any like bona fide stars, or it's just so few and far between to me. It doesn't seem like, I don't know.
I know.
it's-
I have to pee. You guys
Oh.
can keep talking. I broke the seal. Sorry, I'm not gonna take it. I have to pee.
Is it because every star is everywhere now, though? Like we have ADHD considering stardom now.
I guess that could be. But it seems like the quality of shit is obviously, it's just, I don't know. I don't sound like an old fuck here, but it just like the
After
quality
the
of
early
stuff-
2000s, it was trash.
Well,
Pretty
if you-
much, yeah.
Went dead.
If you sit there and start looking at the movies by decades, like you get to the 80s and 90s, and that's like the peak, and then 2000s and 2010s, it's all sequels,
Downhill
remakes.
from there.
Reboot and shit. It's there's been no.
There's no
yeah.
originality whatsoever.
Yeah.
And you get the occasional TV show like Breaking Bad or Game of Thrones, but then you turn around and everything's reality TV.
Or they remade something from
Yeah.
the 70s days like Hawaii Five-0 and fucking MacGyver, and it's like, why?
Well, that's also the Breaking Bad and everything, that the cheapness of film now and the higher quality of digital filming has made TV cinematic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
You
yeah.
can do it on the cheap now, and it just takes a good writer. And honestly, there's so many good writers out there that are just not getting picked up anyway. You can just pick anything, and as long as it looks cinematic and you put up some money to it, you're good.
Right, and
Like Hell on Wheels on AMC. Hell on Wheels, fantastic fucking show. Nobody watched it because they put it after Walking Dead. And everyone watched Walking Dead, and they're like, holy shit, we're drained.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Same with Into the Badlands.
Yeah, Into the Badlands. Cut it off at 3 seasons.
Yeah.
Fantastic show. Great money, great production value, fantastic action. Yeah. If you don't have something leading into it, I don't know.
Yeah.
The 90s also had the introduction of Image Comics, too, which was huge for the comic industry because,
Jim Lee.
yeah, these creators got control of whatever they were working on.
Spawn.
Yeah,
Oh, Spawn changed the game.
it did.
Isn't that finally? Are they finally making another movie? I've heard. Well, I mean,
It's in the
McFarlane-
works.
all right,
Yeah,
I've heard it's been in the works.
It's
for-
been in the works for a while.
right, but I feel like it's finally going to start.
But
Yeah.
yeah, Todd McFarlane's doing it himself. He's going low budget horror movie with it rather than
Okay.
CGI.
Should be
John
like-
Leguizamo.
Should be like the cartoon with plenty of weird animated tits.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Oh,
I'm
good.
in.
It came back at the
John
right time.
Leguizamo. John Leguizamo was the only good thing about that movie.
He really was.
Like technology's obviously gotten better, and now it's like, okay, let's.
Yeah.
Is it weird that I sit when I pee?
Not really.
No, it's weird that you put the seat down after you put your penis down. So it's like sandwiched in between.
Well, I mean, I don't want to feel anything. That's what all the girls say that when they get with me too. I go, "Don't worry, you won't." I've got needle.
I'm just like Leo.
Without the millions.
You're not handling a broadsword.
Don't worry, I don't have a direwolf down here.
Mm.
It's not made of Valyrian steel. All right, sorry.
It's all right.
Good post piss interview. I like it.
Well, I'm
I
relaxed
don't.
now.
Anybody have another decade before we?
There was some
no.
good stuff in the 80s.
Can I
but-
just say 1984?
Yeah.
Because all the movies from 1984,
Hmm.
all of them were fantastic, and the ones that were shit are still fantastic for
Because
cult
93
fan.
was like that too, right?
93, 94, yeah.
Wait, what was 84?
84 was, I think,
Was that like
was
the
it
Breakfast
Indiana
Club and
Jones
shit?
and Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I think, both of
It was
those.
like a ton of stuff came out in 84 that was just culture making.
yeah.
Hmm. And then the 90s, 93, 94 is like Forrest Gump and
93,
Shawshank
94.
and
And Pulp Fiction.
Jurassic Park.
Pulp Fiction,
Yeah,
Jurassic
yeah.
Park.
And at the same time, we had Nirvana hit. So it
Yeah.
was just like media went crazy.
Yeah. And people still probably complained. Imagine if we had social media then. We'd be like,
Yeah.
great, a movie about a retard. Can't wait to see what this is like. And it's Forrest Gump.
It's just called 45.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not a smart man.
But could you even make a movie like that today?
Oof.
I don't know. None of
Did
those.
we talk about Forrest Gump before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
On how he got his accent and stuff too?
Oh,
Or not his
I have-
accent.
no, I have
the
no
way he
idea.
talked. Because I
He
watched
was
this.
born dumb.
No, I mean like Tom Hanks. If you watch on YouTube, they have like where they're kind of just feelers for it and they're rehearsing. He didn't talk like that. And the young Forrest, when he came in and auditioned, he talked like I'm Forrest Gump. And so Tom Hanks was like, "Whoa, I like that." So he changed the way he spoke. Because originally he's like, there's weird clips on YouTube where he's like, "I don't know, Jenny. Blah 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 blah." I'm like, that just wouldn't have fit. Like
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not a smart man, but I know what fucking love is." Like, now
Yeah.
he's like, "I'm not a smart man, but will you put your titty in my mouth?" So yeah, he changed the way he spoke all because of that kid. It changed the whole movie. And
If I could give that kid $1 million.
I know, man. Young Forrest.
I don't know. Yeah, Hollywood's really weird, or the these fucking like purity tests they fucking put you through. Like nobody hosted the Oscars. Well, fuck the Oscars, but
Yeah,
it's like,
I know.
oh god, somebody said something mean back
Oh, I
in
was going to bring
'95.
that up too.
It's like, get fucked,
Who
man.
fucking
That's
cares?
with not even actors, it's everybody now.
Yeah,
Even the Blues goalie, Jordan Bennington.
Fuck that guy.
They why?
I don't know. But
Yeah,
just-
they dug up tweets when he was 16, and they weren't even that controversial. But they do it with everybody now. If you have any kind of success,
Yeah.
it's a troll. But Hollywood's worse because, I mean, if you don't toe the line, you're fucked.
right.
At least Disney broke on the James Gunn thing. James Gunn's back on Guardians 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay,
Which is
that's
gonna be
good.
Which That shit.
And Kevin Hart, he was one of the first actors. Like, dude, fuck off, man. He's like,
Right, yeah.
that was part of my bit.
Yeah.
And like, he's like, that was 9 years ago. I'm not a dickhead, you know. That was just part of a bit, you know.
Yeah.
He needs to just come out and say, like, can we just go back to hating Cat Williams?
Yeah, really. Cat Williams.
While I do my D.L. Hughley impersonation as a career.
Right. And wasn't it Chappelle that kind of he lightly ripped on Key and Peele?
Key and Peele.
He's like, yeah, man. He goes, I
still
know their
waiting
show. I was doing it for 6 years before they started doing it. Or
Still
something.
waiting on my thank you card from Key and Peele.
Right, yeah. Which is true. I mean, but, oh my God, man. That's the worst part about social media today. I mean, everything's forever. I get that. And a lot of it's athletes, too. Like, you'll get football players. You'll get a Braves pitcher last year, Newcomb. He was in the midst of a no-hitter. It was like the 9th inning, and people started retweeting his tweets when he was like 15 or 16.
Same thing happened with Josh Hader, too.
Yeah, and they literally, like, post-game interviews were like, well, an hour ago, people were... and they're like, dude, I don't fucking remember that. I don't know. Like, I was a teenager.
Well, that's why I told my kids they're not going to be on social media until they move out of my house.
Not until you're 16, man.
Oh, I'm
I'm just joking.
later than that. Even.
Yeah, I know.
Because I'm stressing to them. I'm
Or
showing
protect your tweets.
Yeah. I'm showing them
Yeah.
this stuff, and I'm like, anything you put out there is out there.
Yeah.
It'll come back to haunt you.
Yeah.
It'd be fun to see if John Rocker's on social media.
You know, Eastbound and
Oh,
Down
God.
was modeled after John Rocker.
I can
Yeah,
see
Oh,
it.
I could
He was the inspiration
Oh.
for him. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Or Marge Schott, if she was still around.
Oh, yeah.
Hard shot. The Reds.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oof, I forgot about her.
Those
She's
two.
slightly racist.
Those two were the only sports news I heard for like 5 years straight.
Yeah. It's like, okay, yeah.
Well, now ESPN's woke, so it's all NBA. And
Steve does not like woke.
No, it's not that. It's just ESPN has turned into the MTV of sports now. It's like they can't do anything but that shit.
I thought
Well,
they were just a suit fashion show.
they
It's
kind
fucking
of backed
ridiculous.
themselves into a corner because they signed big contracts with 2 leagues, and they kind of show baseball. They totally ignore hockey and everything else, and so everything.
Oh yeah, they had
everything's NBA and NFL.
they had a huge falling out with the NHL. I don't know what the fuck. I can't remember what the fuck happened. But
so they went to NBC and all that stuff.
well, no, it was they were on ESPN and it was
Or the outdoor
it was
light.
the strike in 2004
Yeah.
when the NHL went on strike. They didn't want to do it, so they literally just like put the kibosh on it right there and fucking. Then it was they were on the Outdoor
That's what I
Living
said,
Network, and then
Outdoor
changed
Life
the Versus, which changed
to
NBC,
NBC
Sports,
Sports, yeah.
and it's like, yeah,
well,
now.
and I don't think they were getting the ratings back then either with ESPN.
No.
So that was part of the reason it was easy for them to cut
Well, it's
ties.
like the NBA. I don't have anything against the NBA. I watch it, but I watch it.
Oh, well, yeah,
sometimes.
because it was on like when ESPN2 came out, had that jazzy,
Oh, I know.
like the ESPN thing where it's like, oh, it's all designed funny, and it's like, hey, NHL on ESPN2.
It was
and-
going to be like extreme sports.
yeah,
That's what
and they were
trying
on
to
there,
go
but
for.
it's just then it's God, you got
But NBA, I just read their ratings for the playoffs have been down 19% this year.
high school lacrosse on ESPN 99 or
I
stream
also
it live.
think it's because the
It's like,
NBA, there's 4 teams that are going to win it right
That's-
now.
Yeah.
Like, you could probably, you don't need to tune in until about the final 4.
Right, yeah.
So, and NFL's NFL. Who knows? You can beat your women and get suspended if you
Pretty
lose.
much.
or your children.
Or your children.
I don't think I've watched the NBA
You talk-
since
you listen
the
to us,
Supersonics.
Kansas City?
Are they still around? Supersonics? Yeah, Sean Kemp still
They are not around.
still owning
They
the
are,
paint.
They're the Oklahoma City
Is that a
Thunder,
thing?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Thunder.
His 17 kids are about to come in the league, though.
Oh,
It's going to be an
so they're going to have their own.
NBA.
Seattle will finally have a team again.
Yeah.
Seattle, I think, is trying to get a team.
They've been trying for
Like
20
they, like
years.
they
Yeah.
held, like they keep the Supersonics name. Like when they moved to Oklahoma City, they weren't, couldn't keep the Supersonics.
Yeah.
But
NHL Team 32.
Because Kevin Durant played for the Sonics 1 year, I think, and then they moved to Oklahoma City. So
NHL's NHL. They'll never be like huge in the U.S., but they break even at least. Canada, they're huge. I'd say.
Dude, Las Vegas is fucking
Well,
killing
Vegas. Well, Vegas. Wait till the
Well-
Oakland Raiders move there too. You can.
Yeah.
People like anything they can bet on and go watch live. You could probably put any sport there, and I think people are going to go. Like, oh, we just put how many grand on the Knights to whatever. Like, let's go watch to see if the over/under on goals is 5.5 or whatever. Shit, that's probably fun. That's why boxing's so big there too. And AIDS.
Yes.
Who doesn't like to bet on AIDS? Yeah.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't even bet on it. I thought it was a sure thing.
In Africa.
Coolest thing I ever saw in Vegas was a guy, probably in his mid-60s, and he's walking. Oh man, it doesn't matter where it was at. It was probably Caesar's Palace or Bellagio or something. And he walked in, and he literally had 3 girls on each arm, and these girls were 20. And he's walking in with the biggest smile on his face. I'm like, man, he shelled out a lot of money tonight.
He should be a Viagra spokesperson.
Yes. And he's just like, hello, gentlemen. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to fuck with you.
Nope.
You got money.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was still one of the most baller things. He just walks in like, I'm a pimp, at least for the next 3 hours.
I ain't mad at you.
Until the check clears.
Right.
Or doesn't.
He's not trying to wait. He's not trying to get into his hotel room with his debit card and someone passed out like Jesus Christ in their bed.
In Vegas, do they still pass out those cards?
Oh, the hooker trading cards?
Yes.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
I've had 2 friends that have called those before in Vegas. One they had on video, and it was this Asian girl, and they were kind of in the bathroom recording it. And it was like a sit-down interview, and at the end they're like, you know what, I don't think we are going to require your services, but thank you. So it was pretty much they wasted like half an hour of her time.
So next time you're in Vegas, get some of those cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I have some.
You probably have them
Oh.
right now, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I know exactly where
My
they're at.
dad collected a stack one time.
Yeah,
when he was in
Tony-
Tony
Vegas.
shoebox under his bed.
Yeah, it's like that thick. It was
He
like,
calls
holy
him when
shit.
he's just feeling like horny. He's like, hey, so what would you do to me? But
Where would you stick that?
I had friends that called one. It was when we were leaving for the airport one morning, and they called it for another room. And the girl showed up,
Oh,
and my
shit.
I know, and my friend, and like they like have their bags and shit at the door, basically of the hotel room. And we were at, oh my god, the Sahara. Back
Oh,
before it was
wow.
remodeled too.
Wow,
It was the
holy
old. It was the
shit.
old musty Sahara.
Damn.
And
That's
so
like ordering a pizza to another house, but with extra VD.
yes.
Yeah.
And I go, so like my friend Zach, he sorry to name drop. He ain't gonna hear this.
No, it's
But
fine.
so he looked through the people.
So this hooker fiend, Zach.
Yeah. No, he wasn't the one that called. It was
Oh,
somebody
no.
else. So they called and said, "Oh, we're in room whatever." And she shows up right as, like literally an hour before our flight or something. And he looks through the people and opens it up. I go, "Oh," I'm like, "What'd she look like?" He goes, "She was really hot." I was like, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah." He's like, "There was this hot blonde at like 9:30 in the morning, probably like motherfuckers." And then Zach's like, "We didn't call you." And I go, "Wow, so they're real." Like, I was just thinking about the cards the whole time. Like, it's a real person on the other end of the line.
I really
You
like
hearing
this
me,
continental
AT&T? You
breakfast.
motherfuckers?
Next episode, dial one up.
Yeah. You should. I'll do it from my phone. I don't care. I'll do it right now. Yeah, but see, you'd want it hooked in, though.
Have
Yeah.
Lori do it.
I wonder, though, if you call those cards, I wonder if you get, like, a real person or a recording to, like, hit an option. You know, don't you? He's, like, sitting there going,
That's
No, I'm like, no, I'm just saying, I'm like, I wish I should go find it real quick if I
It's not-
can. But no, we're already.
It's on speed dial.
yeah, I know.
I just want
4.
to. I need, you're bringing this up. I need to try to find a way to get all that stuff and like playing everything through this.
do it.
Through that, yeah. I need to figure that out.
We'll do
Comes up
that.
sounding
Yeah.
like Stephen Hawking.
We'll just
What do
call
you
we'll
like,
just call
baby?
hookers on one episode and just see what.
Or just put it right here and see what the. Yeah.
Oh,
I-
we can hook it into the board.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do it. They can blow up my phone after that. Why you no pay?
Oh, you walking back?
Oh, we're just joking. Not every Asian's hooker. Like not every.
But they are all coming after you with a katana.
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And bird flu.
See which one gets you first.
Oh boy, that's bad.
She couldn't kill me because she was trying to parallel park. her
Jay,
car.
anything else we need to talk about?
No, I think that's it.
Oh.
I think we hit it
Fuckers
all.
didn't hear my. Fuck you guys.
Wait, what?
She couldn't kill me because she was trying to parallel park her car.
She killed 5 other people instead.
Oh, stereotypes. They're based on reality.
They are based on reality.
I'm trying. Oh man, he had that. Now I'm like,
Fuck.
seeing some Asian chick scream out the window.
Move your fucking car, brown eye!
I think we're done. Anything else we need to touch on?
I'm trying to think. I
I don't know if I can be on this if I get into politics.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, the cast of the fucking Apprentice is running the country.
Sorry,
I don't
never
really think
mind.
it
The
matters.
South will
Yeah.
be behind me.
That's true.
Oh, Joe, remember what you were talking about yesterday? I said bring up for the old episodes. It's like listen to Tony. He goes, he hates fucking Trump so much, but he sounds just like him. Just like that one
Oh,
episode
when he
where
talks.
we're in the kitchen here, and you're like, Tony's like, yeah, fuck the blah, the women suck my ass, and
Tony and Donald are actually spirit animals.
yeah, and then
Tony,
Tony, you're like, and
did
Joe,
you grab him by the pussy?
oh, he's done something close to that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, did she laugh?
I think so. I heard
I heard a laugh from back somewhere. I'm like, where'd it come from?
that, or she's watching Gilmore Girls.
Oh. No, because you're like,
I don't know what that has to do with anything.
no, because I'm standing behind us from the microphone, and you're like,
Mother-daughter
who does
bonding
Tony
is
sound like? We're like,
hilarious.
it's like he sounds like Donald Trump. It's just like, it's
Probably
all right,
is,
man.
too.
It's okay.
It's all right.
That was going to be my joke when we entered. I was like, well, President Clinton's doing... I mean, that other thing.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk about that guy. Fuck
No,
that guy.
Can we
No,
talk
no.
about how big Ocasio-Cortez's boobs are, though?
Big enough.
They are big enough.
I haven't seen him, but
You will eventually.
Oh. Sweet.
Give it about 2 years.
Okay, I'm game.
So
That was really all I had to add. I just keep replaying her dancing video. People are like, that was really nice because, she was in college. I'm like, God, she had big boobs, man. I go, that's all I can see.
Can we get into how big Lindsey Graham's vagina is?
Is that like Lindsay Lohan?
Pretty much at this point.
does the curtain
both
match
have-
the drapes at least?
Well, I
Their
mean,
careers are
if,
both on a downslope. It's fine.
if,
Hey, that's fine.
if the curtain's fake. I was trying to make Matt laugh. Whoa.
Don't do that.
I'm doing a other Matt. I'm off the microphone talking.
No, you gotta sound like the car going by. Remember, it's like, yes, this was a good episode. See you later.
Are you trying to suggest
Hi,
that
my
Lindsey
name is
Graham
Mac.
is a
My name
merkin?
is. I have a big yarmulke. And I'm sorry, other Matt.
I'm so glad we got the band back together.
Ah, cunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's weird?
I'm gonna give the backstory quick. So I was listening to Tony's Christmas Spectacular, and I was listening. I was
Sorry,
episode
just that
23,
in itself,
and
it's like,
Yeah.
I was like, I'm on the toilet listening to it, and I'm like, I just texted Jay. I'm like, I missed podcasting. Let's do this again. That's when he texted back, and that's how it came about. So I feel good about it.
That's
I
a
was-
great story.
Yeah.
There you go.
Do you want to make
I
a
didn't
prediction?
need to know that side of it.
Do you guys want to make a prediction right now who's going to win the presidential election? Because we got it right. Matt got it right last time.
Yes, he did. That's right.
Matt goes, he goes, Trump's probably going to win. I go, no, he's not going to win. That was like, even before, there was like still 8 Republican
Yeah.
candidates back, and Matt goes,
No.
Trump's probably going to win. I go, no, he's not. He goes, I think, well, I can't imitate Matt.
Right, but
How does Matt talk? I think he's going to win.
No,
He's-
I think he's gonna do it.
I can't. He's hard to impersonate.
You'll have to work on that.
I think Matt too here sounds kind of like Matt. Yeah.
Well, next time we'll be able
Other
to.
Matt talks softer.
The sequel.
Yeah. And
I can predict right now, not the American people.
I think that's most elections.
I don't give a shit who fucking wins. Not the
David
American
Attenborough's going to be like, the world is ending. Have you guys watched? Do you know who David Attenborough is?
Yeah.
First off,
Yeah.
Netflix has a really good thing on. It's called Our Planet. Oh man,
He
you know
does
what?
nature videos.
Here's something. If you want, this isn't even really political. It's more about global warming, climate change.
Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, he's masturbating in the background.
It's like,
Yes.
yeah. So,
Cup the balls.
Yes.
did you guys? Oh my God! See, I told you I'm bad with names. Have you seen that YouTube video that went viral? It's like "We Love the Earth," and it has like every celebrity in it, like 30 of them. It's kind of like the new "We Are the World," but
We Are
it's
the
like
World?
It's kind of like that, but it's like a CGI. It's actually really funny. So it's all about climate change, and like the first day it came out, it had like 30 or 40 million views. And so the whole video is about, there's stuff going on in the world, and here's 4 videos we link to. If you want to learn more about this, and this, click on it. And it's just like it's a comedian that kind of like started the whole thing. So I guess I'm one of the 2 people in the world that was like, oh, I'll click your link and see what the other videos are. So the main YouTube video had, let's say, 30 million views. His actual videos that mattered, about this, one had 950 views. That's the Democrat Party right there.
Don't give them an option for more than 1 click.
Exactly.
'Cause we won't do the second click.
That is, though. I thought that's actually really America.
Blow
'Cause
your
they're like,
load the first try.
This is like, oh, this is funny as shit. Yo, I'm going to film this. And you could tell nobody actually cared about anything on there. I think the one that had the most views had like 1,900 views. And this is out of like 30 million. That's a really, really bad percentage. So you're getting all these people like, this is fucking hilarious. It's like PewDiePie. This is funny. But only one guy goes and shoots up a mosque in New Zealand. I was trying to get Dave to react to that one. But no, that's what it was like, Was that accurate?
Oh,
New Dave's funnier than, or not New Dave.
Oh,
I called
Dave.
you Dave.
Yeah,
Wait,
like,
did
now
I
you're
tell
Dave.
you that the first time?
Yeah, you did.
I mean Matt. New Matt's funnier than
Dave's
that.
Matt
not
2.0.
here,
Matt
man.
2.0 is funnier.
It's like I thought. I'm like, did he say Dave?
He just said, I go, why is he saying Dave?
I'm taking Dave.
Hey,
I'm
Steve.
fucking claiming
you know
Dave
what,
from
though?
now on.
What?
I'm trying to think.
What?
Yeah, that'd take too much time. That We Are the Earth. How many views does it have on YouTube? You could pull that up.
Yeah.
It's actually a really funny video. Like the whole video is animated. Like
What is it
CGI.
called again?
I think it's just We Are the Earth, or We Are the World. I'm sorry. That's it.
The original one?
Wait. No, We Love the Earth. I'm sorry. See, I have like 2 beers and I can't. There you go. We Love the Earth.
I like that there's a clean version.
Oh, see, 82 million. So Lil
Oh,
Dicky.
it's Little Dicky.
Yeah.
I fucking love Little Dicky.
The whole thing's really funny. Dude, but his links they actually put in, nobody clicked on them. They're like, man, okay, but when it actually comes to saving the Earth or doing something, I don't really feel like doing it. That's what blew my mind. It's only 2 weeks old and it's got 82 million views.
If you have time, look up Little Dicky pillow talking.
Yeah, the dude's
It's
hilarious.
fantastic.
That video actually too is really, really funny, and it's even got Leonardo DiCaprio's in it at the end. His voice.
Huh.
Yeah, he's on the Titanic. It's hilarious.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, I know. And so that was like a microcosm of America, I think. You're like, this is funny. I don't give a shit about anything else. I might run for president. I'm
Do
old
it.
enough now.
That means
I'll-
we'd
I'll
probably
be
have to
your
take
VP.
down. We'd have to take
which
down.
party?
But
Or
I'm
do we
running
start
as
our own?
Dave.
Oh, okay, fuck.
We'd
I
have to
love
take
that
down the
movie.
podcast.
Huh?
We'd have to take down the podcast, though.
No, I'll just have to own up to it.
It's on the internet. It's
Alright.
never coming down.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
You just run as a Republican, you're fine. You know how to take shit down.
Like B. Arthur nude pictures. It's out there.
Ooh, like oh shit, what movie is that? Come on, where they needed naked pictures of B. Arthur.
I think
Oh.
every movie at heart.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about though, right? Where they take over the music shop. That's one of
Oh,
their
yeah,
demands.
Yeah, Airheads.
Yeah,
Air-
Airheads.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
He needed a naked picture of B. Arthur, and then at one point he's like, "Ooh, wow, B. Arthur."
Yeah, that was
Adam
who was
Sandler's
that?
in
Adam
it, right?
Sandler and
Is that
Steve Buscemi?
no, it was Sonic the Hedgehog.
No, it is Steve Buscemi.
Yeah, Steve
right?
Buscemi's in it.
And
Brendan
Farley?
Fraser.
yes,
Brendan
Brendan
Fraser.
Fraser.
Yeah.
Hey, did I ever tell you my funny Brendan Fraser story?
I don't think so.
So I never met Brendan Fraser, but Andy and I went and saw Nick Swardson at the pageant. This was like, I don't know, 10 years ago probably, and it was when Nick was young and stuff. So we're like, oh man, so we're downtown already. We're like, let's go find something else to do, like in the Loop in St. Louis. So we walked to Blueberry Hill, and there's a, there's something always going on in the duck room at Blueberry Hill. So there's a music artist downstairs.
311 cover band?
Yeah, I know, really. 311 cover band. It was this dude's at the door, and we go, what is it to get downstairs? He's like, it was like $5. And we're like, oh, well, who's playing? He goes, Brendan Fraser. And Andy and I are like, Brendan Fraser's downstairs? What? We're like, from The Mummy? He goes, oh, no, Brooke Fraser. Brooke Fraser's this, which it's funny because we saw, it was like her and a guy on piano. She's on guitar. And she's from New Zealand, and she's a singer. Real cool, really good voice. And she, like, blew up after that in New Zealand. So, like, she has, like, millions of views on all her YouTube videos. And Andy and I saw her with, like, 20 people.
Did Brendan Fraser open up?
No, that would have been fucking cool. But that was Andy and I. Like, the guys like Brendan Fraser, like, oh, my God, we're going to see Nick Swardson and Brendan Fraser today. No, it was Brooke. Brooke's cool, though. She's like, thank you for... I don't know how to do a New Zealand accent.
It's
Thanks
all
for...
aria.
Yeah, it's pretty much like Australia, kind of, right? That
Pretty
would
much.
That would offend
Almost.
them, though. That would
No,
offend New
that
Zealand.
doesn't matter. They'll hear this in like 9 years. It's fine.
That's true. Thanks for everyone for showing up to my show. Here's my wallaby, even though that's from Australia. And I'm barefoot, and I'm playing acoustic guitar, and fuck you, and fuck your mom. Yeah, what's funny about Brooke Fraser, too, she's like a Christian recording artist. We didn't really know that at the time. You couldn't really tell by her songs. So her first single was Come Inside Me, Satan. So if you ever look up Brooke Fraser,
Backdoor Man.
my brother and I, oh man, it was literally like 20 people in the duck room too.
Yeah,
Nobody
duck room-
knew she was.
Duck room's tiny.
Oh, it's tiny, yeah. Brendan
Yep.
Fraser was not there though. I always think of that anytime somebody mentions him. That and Encino Man.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
Don't wheeze the juice.
I'll be back.
After the Mummy, that dude like fell off the face of the earth.
He got Me Too'd.
Did
Oh,
he?
he did? Oh.
Yeah,
Did he?
some dude producer like felt him up at a party and he complained,
Oh.
like Terry Crews.
Oh, no shit.
Wait,
and
you
he-
mean Brendan Fraser complained?
Yeah,
Oh.
like they tried to casting couch him, and he complained, and he lost all his jobs after that.
Holy shit, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. No.
Wow.
I thought he was doing animation for a while.
He's doing Doom Patrol.
Yeah,
right
yeah, I
now.
know. Yeah, he's on DC shit. I know that, but
Wow, I didn't know that.
There was
I like
a
Brendan
there was a
Fraser.
sequel to The Mummy that he played in with Jet Li. I didn't see it.
Yeah.
Well, do you know what it was going to be called when he was getting filled up?
oh shit.
The Cummy. Hashtag dad jokes.
Oh god.
I didn't know that about Brendan Fraser.
yeah,
Holy
he
shit.
was early on, like before any of this shit broke.
And he's a guy, so maybe people were just like, nah, kind of brush that to the side.
So he
Fuck
ended
all
up
that
getting
shit.
like Hallmark movies, and that was it.
Man. Wow. Yeah. He was in a lot of big shit. The Mummies alone, those were big.
His last big release before, like, I guess he made like a recent comeback, but his last big release was that Looney Tunes movie. It was like Looney Tunes back in action.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
With Dharma from Dharma and Greg.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Jenna Elfman.
Yeah.
I always thought she was pretty hot.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, she
Yeah.
was. Definitely.
You know what a movie she was really hot in, which I love this movie too, is Can't Hardly Wait.
Yes.
From the
Oh,
90s.
yeah,
He
yeah.
shows up with like the angel wings or
Yeah.
something. At the end.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, actually. Also, a very good soundtrack. And they purposely, because I remember watching the bonus features on that, that soundtrack has some like ridiculous amount of songs. It's like 30, it's like almost 40 songs in the soundtrack, and they did it on purpose. They were trying to like beat everybody.
Is it like an Empire Records thing where they put out 2 soundtracks?
It might have been, yeah. I still have it on DVD somewhere. Ethan Embry, he was the main guy, and
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Jennifer
Yeah.
Love Hewitt. Yep.
I saw that once. That was a long time ago.
Seth Green with goggles.
92% of the girls around UCLA saying class or sex. What do I do?
He's wearing ski goggles. It's fucking fashion.
That was straight 90s, man.
Yeah, yeah.
That was a really good. I love that movie. I have a soft spot for it
And a hard spot.
and a hard spot.
Mm.
That movie's got a shitload of people in it too. If you look
Catherine
like in
Tappan.
hindsight,
Yeah.
Steve calls her. Her name's Catherine Tappan. What do you call her?
Catherine tapping that ass.
Yeah. What is that? NBC Sports.
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. So she's one of the correspondents.
Excellent. Okay. Is that? Is there
Well,
anything else? Or?
Mike, is
that-
there anything else you need to say?
Mike? Mike, Matt, Dave. Whatever
Yeah, Stefan.
Wait, what did I call him earlier?
Dave.
Okay, Dave. Yeah, shit. See, I didn't even remember.
Jesus.
I don't know why I called him Dave. That's the Wendy's guy.
Dude,
That's like the worst Dave you could possibly compare me to.
Jesus. Fuck.
I'm like, that dude died a
God.
handful of years ago,
Yeah.
I believe. Yeah.
Did he?
I'm
Yeah.
a corpse.
Yeah.
And, I'm a corpse, and I'm out of shape. Cool.
Yeah, but God, those burgers.
It's fair. It's fair.
Yeah.
At least I'd be rich. That's cool.
That's true.
Fantastic.
All right.
We're officially done, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
this was a fantastic voyage, everyone.
3.5 hours.
We have to pay Coolio now for the use of that.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the most
Fantastic voyage.
Coolio's been mentioned since
Right.
probably 1996.
Just name it Dangerous Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need $500 for the use of my name. He doesn't sound like that, but
He might.
he could. I don't know.
Fiddle-dee-dee.
He was, God, man.
Pigtails now.
It sounded like Coolio was from like the like the South and
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, I need $500. I do declare. You're gonna use my Gangsta's Paradise music. I do declare.
We have to rebuild the barn.
Yeah, we gotta rebuild the barn, Scarlet. Gone with the Wind. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
Oh, yep. That movie I was looking up. I'll stop after this, but I was looking up since Avengers Endgame was making a shit ton of money. I was looking, Gone with the Wind is the #1 movie all time if you adjust for inflation. Just in the U.S., it would have made $1.8 billion on the amount of
crazy.
tickets that were sold back then.
You know why, though? There are 3 movies out.
That might be right.
Oh, that's true. But the runtime on this, it was almost a 4-hour movie.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Gone with the
3
Wind.
hours and 58 minutes. I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, it's like
People went and sat through that shit?
yeah,
I'm pretty sure they had an intermission.
They had intermissions back then.
And still, holy
Oh, yeah.
shit. 4
and
hours.
it had a prominent black character in it, which might have helped.
Oh, Mamie?
Yeah, she won an Oscar.
She did.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I'm not even being like a jerk. I don't know what year did that come out. You think?
33.
It was in the 30s,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sitting
Because
there
the
thinking.
Depression was in full swing.
But what's funny about that? So I don't want to sound ignorant. Were black people allowed to go to the theater then?
They had their own theaters.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know if that.
That was also when you could go to the theater, pay your ticket, and sit through however many showings you felt like.
Oh shit!
You paid your ticket, you got your seat, you sat there until you felt like leaving.
I want to watch Gone with the Wind 4 times.
Well, you're here for 5 days then.
Yeah, I know. Really. Jeez. With the intermission too.
Yeah, I did not know that. I was just looking it up. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, that was the big thing back then. Like with Ten Commandments and all that shit back then. You know how you'd play it, and then it would halfway through intermission. They did it with all
Well,
those ones like
that's
that.
where the Looney Tunes stuff started. It
Do
was
they
just-
not-
It was the intermission stuff.
Do they not do that anymore? I'm
Oh,
not being
no.
dumb. If it's like a 3.5 hour movie, they don't do that. Wow.
No.
Well, you don't usually find movies that long.
I know.
That's
I mean,
why
yeah,
Endgame
it's
was such
usually-
a big deal.
Yeah.
Other than, I think Titanic was the last, 3-hour that I'm aware of, other than, like, director's cuts and some shit like that.
I thought
But
Titanic had an intermission. Am I wrong?
No,
No,
it
it
was a
didn't.
straight thing. That was
They had
right
a break
through.
in the middle where you went to the lobby and they drew you like your French horse.
Ooh. I don't have a French horse.
Oh. Oh.
draw me like one of your French girls.
It really was the best French horse.
Dave's getting angry.
Dave. Oh, why did I call you Dave? I don't even know why.
You did it so nonchalant. You're like, yeah, that was pretty good, Dave. So, anyways, you keep. I'm like, who the fuck is Dave? You just literally.
It's when he went back for the second time. We're like,
Yeah.
who's Dave?
And then I'm like, wait a minute. My brain goes, hold on.
I let Dave slide. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Okay.
Well, now it just sounds like he had sex with a guy named Dave.
And
And
It's
what's
20
the big deal?
2019.
It's 2019.
Yeah.
love is love.
Turn off the lights. You won't know the
So
difference.
says Tupac.
Well, Tupac rapped
What-
about...
What happened?
Tupac
There's a lot of
rapped
stuff
about
going on,
prison,
man.
didn't he? Getting your asshole torn.
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Oh, I thought he did. Didn't Tupac rap about getting or having sex in prison?
No.
Sex in prison.
Thick
Tupac rapped about having sex in prison.
Was he hanging around Mike Tyson?
It sounds
Am I
like-
wrong?
Or
though?
fucking Sylvester from that's the put in Putty Tat?
Suffering succotash. Something in my ass.
Putty Tat.
Why did I think that he had lyrics like that?
And I think people were trying to insinuate that happened to him in prison, but he's
Oh.
like, no. So no, he never rapped about that though. He rapped, "I claim to be a player, but I fucked," or "You claim to be a player, but I fucked your wife." He said that to Biggie.
A lot of people did.
Yeah. But Biggie's wife?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Was Biggie married?
Yeah, to Faith Evans.
Faith Evans.
Oh.
Unfaithful Evans.
Unfaithful Evans.
I think Joe must be thinking about Prison Sex by Tool.
No,
You mean by Dave?
it was a
Yeah.
it was
Yes,
some rap
yes.
artist. I guess it wasn't Tupac then. I don't know.
Fetty Rap.
Is this going back to Coolio?
Yeah. Coolio's
Big
like,
Yeah,
Gangster's
we've
Paradise.
given him enough airtime. I think we can. Goodbye, Coolio. We're about here. Are we done for real now?
Yes.
Do
Yeah,
you know
that's
what
like-
the,
that's good.
I was gonna make a dumb joke. You know what the if Michael Jackson were Coolio, do you know what his documentary would have been named? Fantastic Voyage.
Shit. Oh God.
Is that funny, Dave?
Hi-oh.
Hey-oh.
And
Why
on
did I
that
call him
note,
Dave?
Yes.
Now I'm gonna have to go back and listen.
if you haven't unsubscribed, now you have a reason. All right.
Come along and ride along on my fantastic voyage. You're ignorant.
Okay. All right. I would like to thank everyone for listening to episode 100. We hit the century mark of the Nerdcast podcast. Not your regular dialogue. Be sure to check us out online at nerdcast.com. That's NYRDCAST.com. We're on all the social media platforms, basically, at Nerdcast. Again, NYRDCAST. Thanks again for joining us. I go by the name of Toner.
Jay.
I'm Joe. Fuck you!
Matt.
Dave.
Oh, I thought you were
Doug.
Dave.
Dave. Matt, Dave, Doug.
Get him, Steve Dave.
Yeah. Buster Hyman's
I
in the
go
house.
by Man Bear Pig.
Man Barapog.
Sound guy Steve. Goodbye.
All right. So until next time, do whatever it is you do. Peace.
Have a good night.
Oh, wow, that's very tame.
Oh, yeah, that was... Why did I call you Dave? No, I'm good right
Oh,
now.
okay.
I just
You're in my head, Steve.
yeah, you're in my skull.
You're welcome.
Quit fucking my mind. Trending on Twitter, hashtag Tony's Pube Chalupa. For that. Why you no pay?
Oh, you talking back.
This week's featured music is The Interrupters, with their track Gave You Everything.
1, 2, 3, 4. It's an emergency. Call the police. You left me and abandoned the list. I don't know why you're gone. I walk these floors like a country song. Oh, where you been? I called all your friends. They were hush hush on what's happening. I called your mama too. She never could get through to you. I don't care if you love me, don't care if you don't. I don't really care anymore. I gave you everything. I don't care if you come, don't care if you go. I don't really care anymore. I gave you everything. I gave you everything. Ooh, my bags are packed. Now you want me back. Now you are the one with the panic attack. The pendulum